Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jelly Roll gets emotional after wrapping up his first ever European tour on September 23 for country rap star Jelly Roll. Music has always been about more than just filling arenas and topping charts. It's about connection, healing, and transformation. On Tuesday, September 23, the Nashville-born artist brought an emotional close to his very first European tour, marking a milestone that not only showcased his global reach, but also highlighted his deeply personal journey. The multi-genre artist, who has become one of the most talked-about figures in modern country music, fought back tears as he addressed fans at the final stop of his European leg. It was a moment of reflection and gratitude, not just for the roaring applause, but for the fact that he had once thought such a moment would never come. Breaking boundaries across Europe, the tour, which began earlier this summer, saw Jelly Roll performing in major European cities, including London, Paris, Dublin, Berlin, and Amsterdam. Each show drew sold-out crowds, many of whom sang along to his heartfelt anthems like Save Me and Son of a Sinner. What struck Jelly Roll most wasn't just the turnout, but the way his lyrics, often born from his personal battles with addiction, incarceration, and redemption, resonated far beyond the American South man. I came all the way across the ocean and people over here knew every word to my songs. Jelly Roll shared emotionally during the final concert. I never thought I'd leave my hometown, let alone be standing on a stage in front of thousands of people who believe in me. A journey from darkness to spotlight, Jelly Roll's rise to fame is nothing short of remarkable. Born Jason, the Nashville native, spent much of his youth in and out of the justice system, grappling with substance abuse and poverty. For years, music was his lifeline. Blending country, rock, and hip-hop influences, he created a unique sound that gave voice to the struggles of everyday people. His breakout hit Son of a Sinner introduced him to mainstream country audiences in 2021, earning him accolades and award nominations. By 2023, he had become a household name, winning multiple music awards and selling out arenas across the United States. Yet, despite his domestic success, international touring always felt like a distant dream until this year. Tears of gratitude as the final chords rang out at his last European show, Jelly Roll took a long pause before addressing the audience. His voice cracked with emotion as he reflected on how far he had come. I used to sit in a jail cell and wonder if I'd ever get a second chance, he told the crowd. I used to think the world forgot about me, but now I see that God had a bigger plan. Y'all are proof of that. Fans erupted in cheers, many of them crying alongside him. Videos of the emotional moment quickly spread across social media, with clips showing Jelly Roll wiping his face as the audience chanted his name. Fans across cultures connect. What made the tour especially powerful was the universal connection Jelly Roll fostered. In Paris, fans held up handwritten signs that read, "Thank you for saving me." In Dublin, the crowd sang so loudly during Need a Favor that Jelly Roll momentarily stepped back in awe. In Berlin, he took time between songs to speak about mental health and the importance of seeking help, a message that resonated deeply with German fans. For Jelly Roll, seeing his story transcend language barriers was a humbling experience. I didn't know if people here would understand me, he admitted in an interview with a London-based magazine. But pain is universal. Struggle is universal, and so is hope. A family affair, the European tour was also special because Jelly Roll's wife joined him for several shows, often cheering from the sidelines and posting behind-the-scenes glimpses on social media. Fans praised the couple's openness about their relationship, sobriety journey, and commitment to uplifting others. At the final show, walked on stage to embrace her husband during his closing speech. The audience roared with approval as Jelly Roll thanked her publicly. "I wouldn't be here without this woman," he said, his arm wrapped tightly around her. "She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." Building a legacy, the conclusion of Jelly Roll's European tour is more than a career milestone. It is a defining chapter in a story that continues to inspire. He has built a reputation not only as an entertainer, but also as an advocate for those battling addiction and mental health challenges. His nonprofit work, particularly in providing support for at-risk youth and funding rehabilitation programs, has become a cornerstone of his public image. Industry experts note that Jelly Roll's European success signals a broader cultural shift. Country music has always had a presence overseas, but Jelly Roll is showing that modern, genre-bending country has global appeal, said one music critic. "He's not just exporting a sound, he's exporting a story of resilience." What's next for Jelly Roll? Though his European debut is complete, Jelly Roll shows no signs of slowing down. Sources close to the artist confirm that he is already planning another international run, possibly expanding into Australia and parts of Asia. Meanwhile, a new studio album is rumored to be in the works, with collaborations that could push his sound even further across genres. Fans are also eagerly awaiting updates on his stateside projects. Jelly Roll is set to headline several major festivals in 2026 and has hinted at surprise appearances with fellow country stars. His team has also teased a possible documentary that would chronicle his journey from prison cells to packed stadiums. A symbol of hope, the emotional conclusion of Jelly Roll's first European tour serves as a reminder of how far he has come and how far he still intends to go. For fans who have followed his journey, the sight of him standing on a European stage, overwhelmed with gratitude, was symbolic of what can happen when resilience meets opportunity. "Y'all are my family now," Jelly Roll told the crowd before exiting the stage. "No matter where I go in this world, I'll carry this moment with me forever." As the lights dimmed and the audience continued to chant his name, one thing became clear. Jelly Roll's story is no longer just an American tale of redemption. It's a global anthem of hope.